Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. We're starting today here in Navajo Nation. We're in the city of Chelly, I think it's pronounced. Our first adventure today will be Canyon de Chelly. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's a national monument. You can take Jeep tours through the canyon floor or just drive around the canyon rim. That's what we're doing today. The Jeep tours look amazing, but the shortest one is 3 hours long.
Come with us and we'll show you what we find on the way to Zion from Chelly.
Our first stop of the day is the visitor center, mostly to learn if it's pronounced Chelly, Chinley, or something else. So they have like a rebuilt, I guess that's a native house or a style of one. That's cool. Let's check this out before we go inside.
I guess it shows how they used to live.
Yeah, how they used to make houses out here.
Yes, inside they have a house with a bed.
Garden hose in there. It happens. Pretty cool. Really cool exhibition area with different artifacts, pictures in the area. This one's really cool. This is a native mother and a child. Looks like there's a weaving demonstration they do and a video at some point. So we asked, and it is pronounced Chelly. Canyon de Chelly. Chelly? So the park ranger said in the morning the north rim side is better, and in the afternoon the south rim, mostly just due to the sun. The north rim is 13 miles one way, and the south is 16 to the last overlook points. And then you basically turn around and come back, or you can just drive through the park and keep going towards like Colorado, but we're not going that way. So let's go check out the north rim of Chelly Canyon. All right, so our first little overlook today is Fortress Rock and Antelope House. It's a what, quarter-mile little trail, little loop trail.
They said to lock your
car and take your valuables.
And guess what Ben did? The first thing, didn't lock the car. Good thing I went there.
We were
So
still
lock
next to
your
the car.
car.
Yeah. I wish I had a little story about what these footprints are about. If they're just something somebody put out here, or if these are actually like ancient footprints left behind in the sandstone.
Look at these houses. They call it houses. I don't know if I can call these houses because there is like just holes in on the rock. And down there in the valley is a group of tourists walking around. They probably have a jeep. I don't know if you can see because it's far, but all the way in that area there is people right now. And I got my other people right here.
Really amazing.
It's a very deep canyon.
Yeah. People are farming down there too. See all the farmland? Very cool.
I saw some jeeps with the tourists down there.
Yeah.
And here's the houses.
So the next overlook point is Mummy Cave. There is, I believe, 4 overlooks if you take the north rim trail and 6 overlooks if you take the south. We're on the north rim. And I don't think we're gonna have time for the south today, but that's okay. I think I could take a whole vacation just up here on the Navajo reservation, the Zuni reservations, northern Arizona, New Mexico, southern Colorado area, southern Utah. And just the view from Mummy Cave, I believe it. Mummy
Okay.
Mummy Cave. Oh wow! Dude, that is really cool. That's really cool.
This looks more like Mesa Verde, so over there is the Mummy Cave, and it's like the whole city.
That was very Spanish. Also very English.
So we're at Massacre Cave. It's a site where the Spanish cornered some Navajo inside the cave and just filled it full of bullets and waited till everybody was dead inside. Just kept shooting inside the cave until they got them all.
They killed 11, and they keep 4.
They wounded 4?
No, they kill 11.
Yeah.
And they take like prisoners.
Yeah. You shouldn't rely on us for the history of these beautiful places. What we know is just what we can learn as we go through them, and we try to do our best to tell you what we learn. But you guys have to come out here for yourself, experience for yourself. All the trails we've done on this trip are fairly easy. We've been doing them with our mom, and she's been keeping up with us. A little walking stick and, you know, holding on to the handrail. So if you're worried about going where we've gone on this trip, I would say anybody that has walking mobility can go where we've gone on this trip. Well, this is one of the overviews, but I don't see cave. Maybe there's another overview area that way. Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah, those could be. They don't look too deep. Those more look like alcoves. Let's go over to the other view area. Cute out here. They put little footprints in all the trails. The first trail we went in, they actually chipped holes in the rock and put the footprints in the holes, and I thought they were like prehistoric footprints at first. I was such an idiot. So, oh, there's another little cave with the built-in wall over there as well. So this is where the Spanish cornered some of the Apache, or Navajo rather, and that's why I got the name Massacre Cave. Killed 11, captured the 4 remaining. I wish we had more time to learn more about the fascinating history of this canyon and the native history here. So we decided to go around to the south side of the canyon for a couple of the overlooks. We don't have time to do all of them, but this is the first one. This is called Tunnel Overlook. It's a little trail you could take down as well. That was really cool. Oh, you can walk down to that platform too. I don't know if we're going to do it.
Ben is going to see the tunnel.
That's no fun. Visitors prohibited on to this point without authorized guide. It looks like you can walk pretty far down into the canyon from here. This is good enough for me. You have to remember, at this national monument, you are on the Navajo reservation, so they have a lot of say of who gets to go where out here. And it's a good thing. They really do a good job protecting this land, I think. So this is Tsay Overlook. Wow. Really is. It's amazing how different the canyon looks on either side, huh? Still doing farming on the valley floor. It's a really cool view. I'm gonna go get my picture from right there, okay?
No.
Necklace?
I got a new necklace, and
Nice.
it's got some healing properties.
You got juniper berries and hyalite that's been dyed blue. And this is magnetite beads. It's cute. A lot of these overlooks have people selling little souvenirs and whatnot. A lot of it's all handmade. And we're just at an overlook here. This is Tsay, if that's how you say it, Tsay Overlook. And we're gonna go up to one more overlook before turning around. But it goes for like another 13 miles following the canyon here. All right, we're at our last stop here on the South Rim Trail. This is Junction Overlook. It goes, I don't know, maybe 10 more miles down, but we don't have time and we're already running an hour late. I'm gonna take a little walk out to the viewpoint here. This is handicap accessible. There's 2 or 3 of the viewpoints that are, and most of them have been short hikes of less than a quarter mile so far that have been mobility accessible. If you have some walking sticks and maybe somebody helping you go up and down the stairs, just about anybody can do the trails we've done so far today, assuming that you're not in a wheelchair. But this one is wheelchair accessible, which is very nice. This is Junction Overlook. Well, we made it. Here we are at the Navajo National Monument, United States Department of Interior. So this is actually a place we've never been before. We've been through this area maybe 2 or 3 times and have missed it every time. So I bet it's one of the hidden best little secrets up here. So we went in and stopped at the visitor center, talked to the park ranger a little bit, and she told us to do the saddle trail to be talking Overlook. I'm not saying that right. It's a 1.3 mile trail. She says it's fairly flat, like a sidewalk pavement. It's 1.3 miles round trip, and that is the view of the old Navajo settlement in the cliff. So we're gonna read a little bit on our map about this place.
Look what I found right behind the visitor center. Wagon. Horse wagons. Please do not enter. Wagon, that's what it is inside. And they have another little one in here.
A little sign here. It tells you about the conifer forest. This trail leads through vegetation typical of the plateaus of northern Arizona. Although the trees are small, they make up a true forest, the pinyon pine juniper forest. The stunted trees and plants here may seem unlikely sources of food, tools, and clothing, but for the people of the Breathtaking, their Hopi Indian descendants, and the Navajo Indians, it's a natural storehouse for these things. Test your intelligence. Could you get soap, a pair of shoes, and chewing gum from the tree forest?
And even the clouds, it might be raining, but it makes it more dramatic, more interesting.
So I found one of those little pinyon nuts. They grow on, not this one, this is the juniper tree. This is the conifer pine tree. And you can see these are the nuts that fall out of these pine cones. They just burst and it just rained, so I wonder if that's why all these pine cones are all popped open. Or it's just the time of year. Surprised they're all there though. Like the birds haven't eaten all the nuts yet.
On this trail they have benches. That's a cool thing.
Really
Especially
nice
if you are tired.
For anybody. Anybody can take this trail. Oh, here's the name of this. A round leaf buffalo berry. This plant apparently was not used by the Indians until after white man came to the south, since it's only used to make salves to treat irritations in sheep's eyes. Okay, so you make a salve to help your sheep. We're reading the signboard. This is called Cliff Rose. Hopi made arrows from its wood and then shredded the soft bark to make padding for their baby cradle. Like many of the plants here, it provides medicine and was used as an endemic as washing for wounds. So they would use this plant to wash out their wounds. It must have had some antibacterial properties. Nice. These nice new walkways it looks like they've added recently. They can't be that old. No, of course not. Look, they're still working on them. They got the board still laying out here. Ooh, I think that right there, that big half shell arch down there is probably where the site is. The ancestral Pueblos often chose south-facing alcoves like this one for their sun and shade exposure during different times of year. The Pueblo grew cotton, used drylands and irrigation farm techniques. The climate then was much like it was today. They domesticated turkeys and dogs. They used everything the land provided: pinyon pines, prickly pear cactus, rice grass, and sunflowers. Archaeologists have discovered the remains of 400 different plants from this site. The question is, why did they leave? And during that period, it seems that the inhabitants here decided to move on. Well, that's cool. You can find dinosaur footprints out here in the sandstone. They're left as either impressions like this one, or the opposite, where it's like 3D and comes up. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like 2 back toes and 3 front toes. That is really cool. I don't know if I've ever found those just out hiking before. Probably seen them and didn't know what I was looking at. As always, no drones. I don't think I'm ever going to get to take my drone out anymore. Oh well. Yeah, so we're just going to take this short, I think it's like a half a mile or something, walk out to Horseshoe Bend. I believe it's called an oxbow. Or if it actually like made the full circle, it would have been an oxbow lake.
So people have to pay to park $10 for the car or $5 for motorcycle to go to the Horseshoe Bend, and it's a walk. It's straight, but it's not that far. We didn't make it. I'm walking for 10 minutes and I still didn't find.
Wow, last time me and Chris were here at Horseshoe Bend, there was nobody here. There was no paid parking, there was no set up parking lot, there was no established trail. And now look at, I don't know if you can see, but there is a line of people at the canyon wall over there. There must be 100 people over there right now. This has really become the place to go visit. Wow, Antelope Canyon, or Horseshoe Bend is definitely busy today. It is about sunset. That might be part of the reason. There must be 200-300 people just lined up around here. But wow, the payoff. Absolutely beautiful in this lighting. Unbelievable. Alright guys, thanks for watching till the end of our video today. We're going to drive the last 2.5 hours in the dark over to Zion. We're going to be exploring Zion and sort of that southern Utah area. We had a great day today, yeah babe?
Beautiful day, and if we see anything else on the road, we're gonna show it to you. If not, bye-bye from Paige. Let's go see Zion.
cool. It's a model of Zion. That's the roadway in. Right there where the black line forks, that's the road. This is the Carmel Highway. As you can see, the road goes into the tunnel and comes out over here. And this is Zion Canyon. This is where only the buses go. From here forward is the Narrows. You can actually start at the top of the Narrows and hike down too. Alright, Parousse Trail is what we're going to take. It's a nice, easy trail. Most of it is pavement. We're starting at the Natural History Museum, so there's a couple of stairs up and down to get to the Natural History Museum, but not too many. Take the short path over and it takes you over to the main Parousse Trail. And it's just a nice, easy walk along the Virgin River. So this is the diversion dam. This is where they put in a little dam to divert some of the water from the Virgin River for community and agricultural use. And you can actually get down to it. I don't know if it still diverts water today. Not sure. See the little check dam on the other side. And that's where they would divert the water right there.